So what do you do if you're home one evening and thunderstorm strikes, you lose power, or you haven't paid your electric bill, or the zombie apocalypse happens to come, and you need to charge all your devices, or you need to look on the internet, or what have you. Or if you're camping and you leave your radio playing all night while you're sleeping in the tent or hanging out with buddies and you pass out drunk and you can't start your car in the morning. You're going to need a lot of things with you. You're going to need something to jumpstart your car, like this. You're going to need, depending on the device you have, you may have some portable headphones, you may have an Android or whatever. You're going to need some sort of cable to charge that. And an outlet. If your iPhone happens to be on the trip with you, you're going to need to charge that. If you want to bring your laptop because you've got an important file due at work on Monday, you need your cord. And a couple other cords probably. Who knows? This is what I had laying around. But got something that might help you out with all that. Today we're going to have a look at the Topnon multifunction power starting system, or as they like to call it, the portable jump starter. This is part number T01. It can be found on Amazon. Go ahead and click the link below. You'll support the channel, and you can also get a great deal through Amazon. We'll go over the specs, kind of how it performs. I've used it already. What's included, all that good stuff. Output voltage at auto start end, 12 volts. Output voltage, you've got 19 volt, 16 volt, or 12 volt. Dimension gives you in millimeters, 186/85 by 42.5. USB output, 5 volts at 2.1 amp. Charge mode, 15 volt at 1 amp. Start current is 300 amp. Peak current is 600 amps. Life cycle is 1,000 times, so keep that in mind. 1,000 is quite a bit. The battery is a 18,000 milliamp, so lots of juice going through there. And operating temperature, negative 20 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius. You can convert that to Fahrenheit, figure it out, what have you. Right here, it's got car engine start, high security, mobile power bank, and mini lightweight. So kind of shows you what to do here on the side, and then in the back it tells you the type of vehicles you can actually start or use it on. So you can start a car, motorcycle, a yacht. I'll go out back and charge mine up right now. Watercraft, tablet, mobile, camera, DVR, ATV, console, you name it. And you could jumpstart your vehicle, obviously. That is one of the biggest keys to this. You can do all these little things and you can jumpstart your vehicle. Having said that, for gas engines, up to 5 liter, diesel, 3.5 liter. I've seen videos where people have done bigger diesels than that, so this is just, they're being safe. Better safe than sorry. And you can do it up to 20 times on one charge. So that's pretty impressive. So let's go ahead and open it. We'll show you what's included and one of my favorite features. And here we are. And this is one of my favorite features. It's the case it comes in. This is handy dandy. It's got a little lanyard on it. Hard shell case, and everything fits in here nicely. It's not my favorite feature, but it's a very nice touch. Let's put it that way. Of course, it says Topnon. And then you open it up, you've got all your accessories up here, and of course you've got this flap that gives you all the information that we read off the box. Right here, and then you've got the module itself right here. Don't know if we mentioned pricing, but around $69 or so on Amazon, give or take, maybe on sale. So here's the power brick itself. Now taking a look at the brick, on the left-hand side we have a light, flashlight. It also acts as a trouble light, or a SOS light, whatever, trouble light here, red, and then on the front panel we've got all of our inputs, outputs, all our good stuff right here. So right here you've got your engine start, which you peel this back, and we'll show you what goes in there. Your on-off, your input, which is a 15 volt, 1 amp. You've got your output, USB, which is 2.1 amps, power button, power indicator, output, and then of course your voltages, which are 19, 15, or 16 rather, and 12. So all that's right there. We're going to show you how this operates. So first thing we're going to do is turn it on, and you'll notice we've got full charge. We have already charged this unit completely up. Now we'll go over all the functions here. Turn it back on. Again, we've got full charge there. All the bars are lighting up. Now if we want to flash this light, we click the power button twice, real fast, turn it back off twice again. If we want to do the flashlight, we hold it in. There you go. Hold it in again. Get a flash. If you hold it in again, it's a steady flash. And then hold it in again to turn it off. Now, if we wanted to have this flashing and power at the same time, we could click it once. So right now we're going to be doing 12 volt, 16 volt, 19 volt. So we'll do 19 volt. We'll click it twice. There you go, flashing light. So right now we're flashing and we're charging at the same time. We could hold it in. And we've got a flashlight, flashing, and charging at the same time. If we want to hold it in again, we could flash this light, still charging, and we hold it in one more time. We can do the fast flash, still charging. We can turn off just this one, double click, hold it in, we're charging, turn off just the flashlight, but we turned off the charging as well that time. So that may be a little trick to get used to. Not sure how often that would be used, but the option's there. And I don't know if they've got any real clear instructions on that. You'll notice it just turned off. I'm not using it. So it turns off a little bit of time. It's still on. So if we start plugging something in, or if we just click the power button, we're back to where we started. Now to the accessories here. The biggest piece of this is going to be your charge cables. So these are like any other charge cable, such as these, and they would go right in the slot right here. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a car with a dead battery right now. Otherwise, I would show you how to jump start it. And I'm not going to kill my battery for the video, unfortunately. But turn it on, clamp these bad boys on, set it to the right output, and ready to go. You got that. Then you've got your included wall charger. So you would plug this into the input right here, plug it into your wall, and charge away. And that's what I did. You got a cigarette lighter charger, same thing. You're taking it with you, camping, what have you, or just on the road. Make sure it's charged, plug it in your cigarette lighter, you're ready to go. And we've got some other accessories in here. We do have a manual right here, which should show you all the things that I've showed you. I didn't even look at it. It kind of is self-explanatory. And this is a really important part here. So you notice we do have a USB output here. So you could take any cord with you that has USB, but you've got a slew, well, I shouldn't say slew, you've got 4 outputs already in here. So you've got your micro, USB, you've got the old style iPhone, iPad, you got the new style, mini USB, what have you. And they would go right here. Oops, make sure I turn it the right way. You've got that. We'll show you how that functions in a moment. And then you've got your little extension here, which would go into the output right here. And this is for a laptop. You notice you've got all these connections right here. For Dell, for Lenovo, what have you. And we'll show you on a Lenovo how it works. We'll turn it on and show you that it actually is powering up the laptop. So that's all your accessories there. Again, you've got your tips, you've got your extension piece, you've got USB charger, you've got a wall charger, you've got your jump starter, and of course you've got all of your accessories on one. Like for me, I would probably eliminate this since I have iPhones and iPads, which would make the pack even a little bit smaller because you'd only have one connector. But it's a very nice touch that it includes all these already. Plug it in the USB slot and you're ready to go. So let's we'll show you some of the things that it can do. We'll just show you the function test. Okay, we're ready to test an iPhone out now. We'll go ahead and plug this in. And we'll power it on. Now I should see the little charging light. Of course, charging comes up and you can see the charging indicator is there. So it's definitely working on my iPhone. Plug it in just so you can see it again. Definitely works there. Let's go ahead and use a set of these, my LG headphones here. And these should be should have a little light that indicates. Yep, it's red. Definitely works there. Now I don't have the old style iPhone and I don't have the other connector, but you get the idea. Now onto the laptop. I like to leave my work laptop out in the van so the battery is completely dead. In fact, we'll take it out for you. There it is. So this is the end to the cable of my Lenovo. So we'll look on here, and I know right now it's this one. Looks identical. We've got this extension piece plugged in. Go ahead and plug that in, and let's, of course it's on the other side. Let's turn the unit on. Let's see what happens. There you go. It's running my laptop right now. Of course it's not even charging it because, again, I don't have a battery in it. So if I unplug it, which we will do right there, completely dies. So it will definitely power up a laptop. And we still should have full juice, and of course we do. We're ready to go. Charging the car, again, don't have a dead battery, so I'm not going to show you that. I'm not going to kill the battery in my car just to prove a point, but I'm sure it will do quite fine. I've seen other videos on it, and it performed flawlessly. And with some final thoughts here. As you know, I love the case. This hard shell case is phenomenal. I like how all the accessories store in the case. I love the accessories it comes with. I mean, you could charge it in the house, in the car, and you don't have to buy that. You can jumpstart your car if you want. You can power most of your accessories. You could power your laptop if you're in the woods and you've got to get something out. It's amazing that it includes all that and all the functions it has. I like the fact that the specs are everywhere. Right here, they're on the bottom of the unit. I like all the features of the unit, how easy it is to use. I didn't read the manual, didn't have to. All the options it gives you to, the light, the trouble, everything. It's just very well thought out. And the price. For a sale price of $69, I mean, you get a lot. Now, I don't know. I haven't priced these before. I would think, knowing all this does, that something like this would be over $100. And at $69, I mean, well over 100, I should say. $69, I don't think you can go wrong. I mean, if it lasts you a year, you got your money's worth. It'll probably last longer than that. But now some of the dislikes, and there's only a few. I love this brick, but it is a plastic. It kind of looks like it'd be rubber by the stamping on it, and I'm afraid that if I dropped it, that it would break in half. Now, I don't know. Maybe they've tested that. That may not be the case, but that is a worry of mine. So if you're using this in an emergency situation and you're scared, which I doubt you would be, but let's just pretend, if you drop it on the concrete or the floor, it could possibly break in half, I would think. I'm sure it would still function, but it would be broken. And of course, that's going to go with price too. I'm sure if this was made out of rubber or steel, it's going to be a lot more expensive. So that's one dislike. And the only other one is this. I have a MacBook Pro. I have no way to charge it with this. I mean, that Lenovo I showed you, that's my work computer. This MacBook is my workhorse for everything else. So I have no way of charging my MacBook Pro, which I get it. A lot of people don't use Mac. That's fine, but I wish there was an AC output or something they could have done to actually charge this MacBook Pro. I include a tip. I don't know if they could. I mean, I have no idea, but that would be awesome. 99% of the world, that's probably not going to matter. You're probably not going to use it to power your laptop, and you probably don't have a Mac. But that's my two gripes. So far, that is it. And we'll go on using it. I'm going to definitely put this, I'll probably put it in my work van, and on the weekends I'll put it in my personal vehicle. But I think it's going to be a great addition to the everything else that's back there. Some tools, this, carry a Leatherman and this, pretty much be unstoppable. Maybe not, but maybe you need a gun in there too. Who knows? So that's it. Again, check out the link below. Amazon. Go ahead and purchase it through there. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think you'll be satisfied with the case alone. I mean, heck, I might buy this case for $69. I don't know.